I still stand by Coach Rivera's decision, and that's just a warning for everybody, you know, and at no point in time or even still do I think I'm above the law. I never thought that I'm not that type of player. You know, a lot of people may think that from the outside looking in because, number one, it doesn't bother me because they don't know me. And for anybody who's ever known me or was on my team, they would know, you know, this situation could have been prevented because of my decision.
You believe him?
I'm going to put my journalism cap on. And what I felt like I heard from Cam Newton, there are people right now working on stories, probably a writer or two. What happened to Cam Newton in 2016? What's wrong with Cam Newton and the Carolina Panthers? Cam's probably not cooperating with these writers who are trying to get at the bottom of what's gone wrong with Cam Newton, and he's speaking to them. I know you're running down these trails looking for this clue or that clue, but all this was me violating the wardrobe problem. There is no bigger issue with me and Ron Rivera. This wasn't a line in the sand after issue after issue after issue with Ron Rivera. It was just this one incident. He says it at a press conference. He's answered their questions. Now if he consents to it, hey, I already told you guys, this was just this one thing. No, I don't believe him. I think for Ron Rivera to embarrass this guy on national TV and sit him, it had to be bigger than a tie. This had to be about a prolonged issue that's been going on all season with a team that's just drunk off their Super Bowl appearance and a quarterback that's drunk off being the MVP that hasn't handled it well. But Cam just threw a smoke screen up and go run down. He tried to put out a fire.
I always feel, Jason, with Cam, that, you know, I tend to be, I'll watch your actions. I'm not concerned too much with your words. His actions are, look at me. From his commercials to his fashion, he separates himself. Kevin Durant, when he was in Oklahoma City, had turned down magazine covers because he felt he was separating from the franchise. Cam turns down no endorsements. Cam turns down no opportunities to talk about Cam. From his fashion, look at me, I'm different, to his endorsements, I'm separating.
To his Instagram posts that are written in some type of code that only he can understand.
Yeah, I always felt with Russell Wilson, it was communal. Children's hospital, helping others. I always feel like Cam, his actions are, regardless of what he says, I am separating from my franchise and my teammates. Look at me. Even in college, he had a situation with a computer, a laptop, that you wouldn't do it. It's a little bit of Johnny Manziel to Cam Newton, that if you look at Johnny Manziel's actions, you wouldn't have done what he would have done college and pro if he was a team guy. Cam reminds me of an NBA player, not an NFL player. He is bigger than his franchise.
I think everything you just said there is dead on the money. I do think, though, Cam believes what he's saying, that he's not above the law. There's a way Cam sees himself.
Right.
He's not fully in tune. He's got his own little bubble that he lives in.
Sure.
And a group that tells him, yeah, Cam, you've done everything the right way, and look at it. And Cam does a lot of things the right way.
Yeah.
And he loves kids, and I love that about him, and giving the football to kids. He does a lot of good things. I don't think he's able to process his flaws fully and to understand how they impact the rest of the team and the way he's viewed publicly. He's not the first person to have this issue. Again, I don't think wealth at a very young age enhances your evolution. It tends to stun it. And so Cam is a guy that maybe at age 40 will have some of this figured out, but right now he just doesn't.
Well said.